How to choose a partner who helps you build a better life. You have goals and dreams. Maybe you want to start a business, change your careers, go back to school, buy a home, or become a stronger version of yourself. You may know that the life you are living today is not the best life you can build. One of the most important decisions affecting that future is the person you choose as your partner. A good partner cannot do the work for you, and they should not become your entire identity. But the right relationship can make you feel respected, secure, and supported while you take responsibility for your own growth. The wrong relationship can slowly convince you to become smaller. Imagine saying you want to launch a side business. A supportive partner may ask, "What is your plan, and how can we make this work?" An unsupportive partner may laugh and say, "You will fail." Over time, that response can change what you believe you can do. The Harvard study of adult development began in 1938 and has followed people across generations. One of its central lessons is that the quality of our close relationships is deeply connected to happiness, health, and how well we handle life over time. Money, status, and achievement matter, but they do not replace trustworthy human connection. So how do you choose a partner who can build with you instead of holding you back? First, stop waiting for a magical soulmate. There may not be one perfect person who matches you in every possible way. Real compatibility is not a fairy tale feeling that eliminates disagreement. It is a combination of shared values, attraction, trust, timing, emotional maturity, and the willingness to keep choosing one another. The beginning can feel effortless. You talk 4 hours and want to do everything together. But chemistry is only the introduction. Character appears when life becomes an convent. Pay attention to the first serious disagreement. Can both of you speak honestly without humiliation, threats, name-calling, or punishment? Can you listen, admit when you are wrong, and pause before the conversation becomes as destructive? Most importantly, can you repair the connection afterward? Healthy couples are not couples who never argue. They know how to recover, take responsibility, and return to the problem with respect. Research associated with the Gottman Institute emphasize repair attempts, words, or actions that stop negativity from escalating and help partners reconnect. Second, do not stay only because you are afraid no one else will love you. Fear can make an unhealthy relationship feel safer than the unknown. You may think, "I have already invested 5 years, or I will never find this connection again." But time already spent is not a reason to spend the rest of your life in a situation that destroys your confidence, peace, or safety. At the same time, do not leave a basically healthy relationship because social media suggests someone more exciting is always one swipe away. Never settle should not mean demanding perfection. It should mean refusing cruelty, manipulation, chronic disrespect, and a life in which you cannot be yourself. Third, choose support over control. Some people confuse jealousy with love, dependence with commitment, and control with protection. A partner may call it caring while discouraging you from working, attending school, seeing friends, handling money, or making your own decisions. That is not healthy leadership, masculine energy, feminine energy, or romance. It may be a warning sign of emotional or financial abuse. The National Domestic Violence Hotline identifies isolation, humiliation, extreme jealousy, blocking work or education, and controlling household finances as serious red flags. Love should make room for two capable adults. Both people should understand household finances and have a voice in major decisions. Every family is different, especially when one person provides unpaid care. The goal is not secrecy or competition. It is dignity, knowledge, access, and participation in your future. Fourth, look for someone whose direction is compatible with yours. You do not need identical careers or personalities. One person may be ambitious in business while the other is committed to family, art, public service, faith, education, or a peaceful life. What matters is whether your definitions of a good life can coexist. Ask practical questions before permanent commitments. Do we want children? Where will we live? How will we handle debt, money, religion, family obligations, household labor, and career changes? Romance cannot permanently cover a major conflict in values. Research suggests that support from a romantic partner can help people make progress towards personal goals, and that goal progress is associated with well-being. Support does not mean doing everything for your partner. It means respecting the goal, coordinating when necessary, and not sabotaging the effort. Fifth, believe patterns more than promises. People can change, but you cannot build a relationship around the person you hope someday you'll become. Do not date potential while ignoring present behavior. If someone repeatedly disrespects your work, lies about money, refuses accountability, or mocks the future you want, do not ask a marriage will repair it. Marriage adds pressure, responsibilities, and consequence. It does not automatically create maturity. Ask yourself a difficult question: if this person remained exactly as they are today, will they still choose this relationship 5 years from now? Know who you are before disappearing into someone else. Keep your friendships, interests, principles, and goals. Compromise is necessary, but self-erasure is not. A strong partnership creates a we without destroying both individual eyes. Finally, remember that your partner is a teammate, not a rescuer. They can encourage you, challenge you respectfully, celebrate your progress, and stand beside you during hard seasons. But they cannot create your discipline, self-respect, career, health, or purpose for you. Your life remains your responsibility. Choose someone who loves you without trying to tune you. Choose someone who can tell you the truth without tearing you down. Choose someone whose actions make you feel safer, clearer, and more capable, not smaller, more confused, or more dependent. And become that kind of partner yourself. The goal is not to find a flawless person. It is to build an honest relationship between two imperfect people who share enough values, repair conflict with respect, protect each other's dignity, and continue growing side by side. Your future will be shaped not only by whom you love, but by what that love allows both of you to become. If this video helped you think more clearly about relationships, subscribe to Relationship Clarity Guide for practical conversations about communication, emotional intelligence, boundaries, marriage, dating, and personnel growth.